Yo, welcome back to the GM Podcast. I'm Miller.
Gav.
And today we'll be talking about some recent developments, some drama in the rap community. First thing we want to touch on is how do you feel about Tyler, the Creator, calling Ian kind of an industry plant? Calling him out, saying he's trying to be future of Gucci Mane. What do you feel about that?
I was trying to look back and see, like, is he hating, or I feel like it definitely was hating, because I don't really see the future.
I can see future influence based on like the kind of like the flow and the beat, but Gucci Mane, hell no, I can't see any.
I don't see Gucci Mane.
I can't see any Gucci Mane.
Like Future, but like I still don't really see it. And then, but Gucci Mane is like, I don't know. And he said he was mimicking them. So like, he was like this white guy, like dressing like kid from the suburbs. I don't really know like what. And let's say he was mimicking, or he was like, it's still hard. Like whether he's copying someone, I want to listen to it.
Nah,
it's tough.
Yeah, that's the main point. I don't care if he's a plant. I don't care if he's copying somebody. He's making
like it's like if an NBA player killing and he it's like Kobe Bryant killing. Bro, he copying Jordan. Like okay. Like I don't. It's a little different, but still though, like I like the music. That's all I really. For me personally, I'm not deep into music as you are, but personally, it's as simple as if it's hard and I like to listen to it, I'm gonna listen to it, and if I don't like it, then I just don't like it. Like I don't know, like. And
we can talk about our opinions on Ian after I get done with this.
Yeah, for sure.
Tyler, the Creator, is not the person I wanted to say this. Because it's like, that was a very, like, unkish thing to say. Like, Why are you saying that? And I love Tyler, the Creator.
Tyler the Creator has some, like, I'm not the biggest fan, but he's still hard. He has some songs.
He's dropped great music. And he is, and this is what I'll give him, he is one of the most creative brains in music, not just rap.
Right.
So, I don't know where he came up with that. And I don't even know if he was talking about Ian, necessarily. I know there's some other underground rappers that he could have been talking about. But, let's assume that he's talking about Ian here. Yeah, bro, it's a miss. Like, I feel like that was just him being older, and his last album was good too, so I don't know where the hate comes from, but it did feel like just random hating. Yeah, and on the Ian side of things, I'm not gonna lie to you, Ian has my favorite rap album of the year.
It's either, I ain't gonna lie, I would take Ian's or No Caps.
Yeah. No Cap did just drop some.
No Cap album was hard.
But, bro, Ian, I don't think people really listen to, because it's the fact that Ian, he's not gonna make you really think, but he's gonna say stuff that's just so swaggy and that just like it's a bar.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, and it's not just one song.
Yeah.
And the beats, the underground production, is ridiculous. So
Ian is so.
Yeah. If you haven't tuned into Ian, just go listen to Options for me. And you know what I'm talking about. But next thing that happened, very much more recently, Lil Yachty with two of his greatest.
Mitch is his best friend.
Mitch and Caribou.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the Mitch thing first. Obviously, I think you've read up on that more than I have.
Yeah. So basically, they were on the podcast with Key Glock, and basically, I watched the full episode, but there was a point where Yachty basically starts giving Mitch hypotheticals like. And I guess misinterpreted Mitch's words. Yeah. What would you do if your best friend wasn't a multi-million-dollar like rapper and stuff like that? So basically, Yachty said basically like you wouldn't have a job, like just stuff like that. Basically, diminishing him if his best friend wasn't Yachty. Yeah. And then Yachty goes on Instagram Live. And I see like Twitter leaks of him saying he's done with Mitch, blah blah blah, he's done with the podcast, whatever, because Mitch didn't clear it up and say that they were joking. My thing is, there's a lot of truth in a joke. Like if y'all go listen to the clip on the podcast, Yachty really feels that way though about the situation with like Mitch not being. And my thing is, I don't like when people are in higher positions to help people below them and then try to pop it or count favors, because you should have genuinely been doing that out of the kindness of your heart. you shouldn't be doing them a favor and then try to backtrack and be like, yeah, that you wouldn't be nothing without me. Yeah. Because Mitch and Yachty, like, they lived together. They lived together for years.
They came up together. And the podcast, and the thing about it is the podcast was not just Mitch. Or not just Yachty.
No, Mitch is hilarious.
A big part of the podcast.
And then Yachty says, like, I did this for you. I don't need to start no podcast. I'm a rapper. I don't need to talk to rappers through a podcast. I'm a rapper. And once again, that shows that Yachty, and this is just in life, you gotta want to do things for he wasn't doing it for the right reasons, obviously. Yeah. Because he could have just set Mitch up on his own podcast and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's what I don't agree with, the counting favors part.
Yeah. And I agree completely with you. And to even go deeper on that, I feel like some people they have like it's built up.
For sure.
So Yachty is a guy who has consistently been discredited in the rap community and overall in the community of pop culture. He's wrote songs, like we all know he wrote Act Up for the City Girls. We all know he kind of put the Concrete Boys on. But whenever you get to the point to where you feel like you got to pop it, it don't matter how much you've done, you're in the wrong. Yeah. Because he decided to do that to Mitch, and Mitch is probably the guy who least deserved it.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, there's some truth in every joke.
There's a truth in the joke.
Mitch probably heard that on the podcast and was like, okay. And then Mitch obviously was like, Twitter is Twitter, which is also correct.
Yes.
And Yachty expected him to defend him. Well, maybe Yachty, it was your breaking point and you needed to get something off your chest, but it came at the wrong time in the wrong situation.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest thing. Because we talked about this with Eli and Jordan.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, and it's both ways, you know. Sure. So you can't really make a judgment on Yachty for this, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But sometimes people do so much good for people that they think they're entitled to claim whatever success that individual has.
Yeah.
And sometimes, if you choose the right moment to do it, okay, no one's going to say anything about it.
Right.
But that doesn't change the fact that it's always probably wrong.
Yeah.
Because that shows that you're not doing it for the right reason.
Exactly, because I do feel like, once again, I mean, who knows? Probably Mitch wouldn't be in as good a situation. But once again, yeah, you're not doing it for the right reasons if you're trying to help people come up and then take credit for their come up. Because at the end of the day, yes, Yachty gave Mitch a platform making a podcast. But if Mitch wasn't funny, I wouldn't laugh.
Right.
Like, Mitch needs his credit, and Mitch is a funny person who, if Mitch started his own podcast right now, I promise I would tune in. He is hilarious to me personally, and I don't know, I just personally feel like, I just don't believe in counting favors.
I think God has just put us all on our own separate journeys.
Yeah.
And them making that podcast together was not a credit to Yachty, it was a credit to God, making sure that Yachty had those thoughts of putting Mitch on a podcast, because now we all got to witness a great podcast.
A great podcast.
But now you want to take credit for a guy that gave you great content. And yes, once again, financially, you might have set the room up.
Yes.
You might have set the podcast up how it was. But, and I might be wrong, but you weren't the standout on that show.
Me personally, I wasn't really interested in nothing Yachty had to say. Like, that's just me personally. It's no hating on Yachty. Like, Yachty actually is an interesting person. But the person who made those episodes funny, Mitch flirting with the female guest right in front of them, like, Mitch saying some outrageous takes or beliefs. That was the funny part, the whole BBL thing that he started up. Like, Mitch is hilarious. Like, he's a hilarious person.
Yeah.
If Yachty had his own podcast, I promise I would not be tuning in. Me personally, I'm just speaking for me personally. Other people would. I know it's not. I'm not saying Yachty wouldn't have a good podcast, because he probably would for a certain group of people. But he probably won't. But I hope Mitch starts on. Like, he's hilarious. He reminds me of Bryson in our friend group.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
random,
bizarre thoughts that are just hilarious.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it's cool or okay to be like, I put 300K in his pocket every month, blah, 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 from his YouTube. Bro, like, give him his props. Like, he has a talent. He's a funny person. Like, he deserved to, that podcast deserved to blow up. Like,
once you start counting favors, unless it's business, you're in the wrong.
Yeah. And then, on the flip side, I don't know where Caribou goes from here. Oh,
so yeah, that's a career killer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
because your best verse, the clip that came out with him rehearsing the verse, it just makes me sick.
It's bad
because it's like, nah, she came out because when that dropped,
word for word,
I wanted that hoe on Apple Music.
Yes,
right away. I wanted it to, and it's bad. It's a bad look.
Second in my stacking up on muds.
Like
that was so hard.
And I feel like everyone kind of had a feeling that happened.
Yeah.
But it didn't need to be confirmed.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I mean, Drake has been accused, Kanye has been accused, but no one has really came out and like exposed them. Yeah. And you also have to be talented enough as an individual to have. So like now, obviously the question arises: how many of Caribou's songs has Lil Yachty?
What if it was like he said all of them? Like, what if that's true?
I mean, you can't doubt it because her best, was him. So but even then, I don't like the popping it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, once again, you only control what you can control. That's how you need to move.
And I don't as much have a problem with it with Caribou because apparently Caribou was like saying she was like, he said she was belittling people, said she spit on people. So maybe like he felt like Caribou need to be humbled. Still, I'm not saying it's right, but it makes sense in my opinion, like why he would do something like that. With the whole Mitch thing, it's like you were getting hate because of something you said on the podcast. Mitch shouldn't have to clear that up because for you. Now you could clear it up and he could co-sign it or something like that. Sure. But once again, if you really watch that clip, I could be wrong, but me personally, he felt that way in a sense.
Nah, like when I first watched the clip,
I didn't think it was a joke.
I thought that was dead ass. Like, I thought he was literally being so serious.
There was no giggling. There was no like.
Didn't Yachty call out everybody? Like he said, he put everybody on concrete on, and which he did.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I just don't like. Like for instance, it's like you got a connection. Someone helps you get a job, and then they be like, "I got you this job." Like,
dead ass.
Dang.
And listen, if a person is being so not humble that you do have to, like they're gonna get checked one day.
Yeah.
But you don't need, as an individual, and I'm talking to all the viewers.
Yeah.
You don't need to be the individual to give them judgment day. Because essentially, I'm not saying Yachty is God because there's only one God.
Yeah.
Yahweh. But Yachty literally just stomped on her career.
Yeah.
Was that the humbling she needed?
Yeah,
I mean, was she not already out of the group?
Like, she knows that herself. Like,
so now she has to get in her bag. You could have let that happen.
Yeah.
But instead, you took it out of your hands to come at her. And even if she came at you the wrong way, you're giving her the same. And once again, to the viewers, that just needs to be a lesson on understand if a person is not right for you, step away.
Just remove them. Like he could have removed her from Conquer, removed her from his life, and let it be that. Get the toxic energy away.
Absolutely.
Like, it's almost like in a relationship. The first thing is like, if your girl cheat on you, like, oh, I'm a cheat bag. Like, no, just remove that from your life. You don't have to. If someone does something bad, you don't have to dumb down to their standard.
Because now you're just as bad as them.
You're just as bad as them. Like, I feel like it's more of a flex if like someone does something wrong. Not even a flex, but just like it's better for you personally, and a flex if like they do something really wrong and you just like don't even entertain it. Like you just like
you're trash.
Yeah, you're trash. Like get out of my
next
next
caller.
Like, next part of my life. Move on. Like,
but
Yachty don't faze me.
Yachty came out of this situation, I think, worse than he thought he was gonna. That's just my opinion. And let's be real here. Yachty just dropped a song with V's. That was hard. So
Yachty gonna be fine.
I'm not gonna listen. I mean, I'm not gonna stop listening to his music.
Heck no.
I mean,
that's not even. I'm just talking about as a person.
Yeah, he might be the best in the rap game right now.
Yeah.
But you know, bad look. But let's move on to speed questions again.
Yeah. So, back to Ian. I wanted to ask you, sort of like this could be like a little debate or whatever. Like, what do you think his like longevity? Like, you think he'll have longevity in this? Because not saying that. I don't feel like I like Yeet.
See, that's the thing I hate when people bring Yeet up.
Because I know you liked his last album, but I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't fooling with I wasn't fooling with his last album, and I don't really know like if Yeet. I don't know. Yeet might be done. Like for me personally, I can't say like Yeet drop. I'm tuned in. Like, but with Ian, it feels like different. Yeah. Like it feels like I feel like he's better. I feel like he's on a different type of. I don't know.
Yeah, see, I'm glad you brought that up. So first off, I don't see as much of the similarities as everyone else does.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of because they're kind of like a little mumbling, they're both not.
I wouldn't even say like similarities in music. I'm saying similarities in like
their come up.
Yes.
Okay, so that's my point. Their come up is very similar because when Yeet was coming up, I was bumping Yeet heavy.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I was bumping Yeet heavy, and I really don't think Yeet has missed yet. Because with these guys with these trap guys, I don't think we judge them the same as you judge J. Cole. Because when you judge a J. Cole album, you're looking from front to back. Was this thing cohesively a great album? When you look at a Kendrick Lamar, same thing. But when I'm looking at Future, when I'm looking at Young Thug, when I'm looking at Ian, when I'm looking at Yeet, bro, I'm looking for, was there a hit there? Was there a hit there? Was there a hit there? If you give me about 6 hits, I'm straight. Right? So that's just me.
Yeah, I agree. I just personally feel like I didn't find 2 to 3 hits on that album. I just didn't like it.
Do your research on
I just didn't personally like it.
Yeah. Nah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I was a big fan of it. Yeah. But Ian, he gives me like, it's weird. He kind of gives me like 2010 kind of era vibe. Like just the beats are like so simplistic, but they're not. Like it's like a throwback, like something you would like bump in the club. And once again, his longevity. And this is what I agree with on Tyler. It does give me Future vibes, and this is why. First off, the content they speak about is the same.
Yeah.
Their wordplay is extremely close to each other. Ian, they have different words though. And bro, Ian is just like whoever's producing his beats. If they can continue to do what he's doing, and he can continue to grow and expand out, and say that he doesn't even need to change the content in his wordplay, because right now, I mean, we could go on any song and find at least 8 bars a song.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Ian will be just fine. I mean, and Yeet started in 2019.
Yeah.
Not even started, but like got big in 2019. So that was a smooth 4 years he had.
Nah, yeah, and that's another like back to Yachty. Like, I don't think people thought Yachty was gonna have this longevity.
Yachty got better as he went on.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I thought people like thought it was just broccoli, just like that.
That's crazy. That whole 2016 class was legendary.
Yeah.
Like 21 got better. Music got better. Who else was in that?
21.
Oh, Kodak. Kodak is. Don't sleep on Kodak though.
Nah,
Kodak gave us some of the best hits of our life. Yeah. But next beat question.
This is the last one. What's Lil Yachty's best song to you?
That is a good question. Wait, what's yours?
Alright, so I have 2. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't pick. So, this is like, no one ever is gonna say this, but on his rock album, Drive Me Crazy is such a vibe.
Hey,
that is such a vibe.
See, I wouldn't have thought about that because it don't really give me like Lil Yachty vibes.
Exactly, but that, on his rock album, Drive Me Crazy was such a vibe.
That's a great take.
Yes. That, or I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie, he spazzed on the song with V's.
Sorry, not sorry?
I ain't gonna lie.
So you feel that way. Okay.
He spazzed on the song.
Maybe it's recency bias, maybe it's not.
Yeah, I don't even feel like it's recency bias. I genuinely feel like, because I wasn't gonna say hate me because I don't think Yachty OD spazzed on that. It was Ian. But me personally, I like Yachty verse better than V's, and I think V's was the goods. So I don't know. It's interesting.
See, it's tough because I'm trying to find a solo song, but like, and it's not bad that I really can't find one. Yeah. And he still has good ones, but me, I have 3, and they're all with 3 different people. and he spazzed on all 3 of them, so it's fine.
Ooh, Yacht Club.
Damn it, bro. Let me say my pick.
My fault.
No. Yacht Club was gonna be said with Juice WRLD.
Okay.
Get Drip with Cardi, and Pardon Me with Future.
No game.
Those are 3 hits that people just think they're hits. No, really listen to the song.
Nah, listen to what he said.
Like go back. You think you like Pardon Me? You think you like Get Drip? You think you like Yacht Club?
Okay. Yacht Club is the
now
good.
Go back.
Go listen to Yacht Club.
Actually listen to it.
Not to like just listen. Like listen to what he said.
Yes, bro. And the 3 features I named, Future, Playboy Cardi, and Juice WRLD are the best in the business. So, Juice, man, I didn't even want to bring up Juice WRLD.
Juice wasn't good.
We were robbed.
You know what's crazy?
Of a lot of talented people. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Juice WRLD grew on me over time too.
Yeah.
I wasn't for it. I wasn't a huge Juice WRLD fan. Probably like, dang. Oh, yeah.
Because it was Lucid Dreams. I remember that was 6th grade. We are sophomores in college.
It feels crazy as that long. Lucid Dreams was so nice.
Lucid Dreams was a great song. I think everyone loved Lucid Dreams.
Yeah.
Because of the sample and stuff. You know he didn't make money off of that?
Wow.
Because of the sample. The dude, I think it was Sting. Sting made a song with that exact, and he didn't ask for the sample.
Did Sting get money for it?
Yeah, Sting got paid most of the money for that. Which, I mean, he deserved it if they didn't do business the right way, but that's why you gotta be careful.
That's crazy.
But it sucks for Juice WRLD. Yeah. Because that was his moneymaker.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously had something a little different today, so if you stay through till the end, we appreciate you.
Sure.
Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.